loss for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the first quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
First down.
Cousins now from the 50. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On play action, Cousins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
29-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Cousins.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Not much much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. But Dalvin Cook's best game of 2019 came against these Packers. It was in week 2 early in the season, but he had 154 yards and a touchdown on the ground, though his Vikings actually wound up falling 21-16 at Lambeau. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
A nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there. And they just got
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
55, I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll find his receiver, that's Chad Beebe. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Packers nothing.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On on the ground. It's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. They go play action. Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Cousins now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
On the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now they go screen. It's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. 4-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To Justin Jefferson. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Play action now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first.
On play action, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
9-yard line.
Get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They run the counter with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run for it with Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal.
Set him back 5. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bailey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
7-yard play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Now Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. You tighten up.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Sets them up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup at 14.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
The 32-yard line.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd and 5.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
5 yards to go.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, he motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
4th down.
Play fake, Cousins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Back to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On first down, Cook. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Play fake. Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line. Today's final score, Packers 2.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it?